Derek from the Olive Oil Co. Today, I am so excited because this is a food that I love to eat. It's Mediterranean to a T. We're having falafel wraps. Main ingredient for these is chickpeas. Now, pro tip, you don't want to use the canned chickpeas because it'll make your falafel really mushy. What you have to do is actually get dried chickpeas. You can soak them overnight or up to 24 hours. Another pro tip, add a half a teaspoon of baking soda because that'll help get rid of the stuff that makes you gassy. Now this is a mix of a few things. We have half a teaspoon of cumin powder. We have half teaspoon coriander powder. 4 cloves of garlic. Yep, you need that garlic. 2 teaspoons lemon juice. 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper, which is optional, and ground pepper to taste. And 2 teaspoons of salt. Now we're getting to the fresher ingredients. We have a cup of packed parsley that we've rinsed and dried off a little bit. We've got a 1/4 cup of cilantro. We are using oat flour today. You can use chickpea flour if you need to, with half a teaspoon of baking powder in there. And we've also diced up 2 full onions. So we are using our beautiful Barnia extra virgin olive oil. Again, this is one from Australia that we don't have much left of in the store. But we're just going to add some to our pan here. And then once your pan is nice and warm, have it on just over medium. You want to add your onions to it and your spices. As you can see, our onions are getting nice and browned, so we're going to turn the heat off and take this right off and let those sit for a little bit while we focus on the chickpeas. If you have a large food processor, you could do this all in one batch, but we're actually going to do 2 batches. The first one, we're going to do half of our chickpeas with parsley and cilantro. Fragrant. And then you want to make sure that when you chop this up, get it to about a grainy consistency. You don't want it too fine because you want it to form nice pucks, what we're going to be doing for our falafel. So here we've got our mixture into a nice grainy consistency. It's almost like grainy mustard is the best way to describe it. So this will be nice to form our falafel with. First batch we put in the bowl off to the side, so now we're doing the second half of our chickpeas with our onion mix. With all the nice fragrant spices in there. Pretty much doing the same thing with this, is just make it to the same consistency as our first batch. So nice in there. I love this feature, by the way. When you spin it around, it takes everything off the sides back down the bottom. Love it. Pulsing because I just really don't want it to get too far. I'd say that's about done to the consistency that we want. Come over here and take a look. Again, kind of has that grainy mustard type look to it. Really nice, again, for forming our falafels. So to our mix, we're adding 3 tablespoons more of olive oil. Olive oil itself will just add a nice depthness of flavor. Beautiful and green. Adding our oat flour. Of course, to get a nicer mix, get your hands in there. Your hands will smell like parsley and cilantro for days. Oh yeah. As you can see, it's already getting to the point where I could make a nice clump with that. And we're back. So traditionally, you'll find with falafel, it is deep fried, but we don't have one, so we're going to be baking these. So what we've done is set our stove to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got out 2 pans, put out some parchment paper, and we're basically going to turn them into like little pucks. As you can see here, we have our first beautiful tray of falafel ready to go in. Here we have 2 trays of about 44 to 45 falafel. I wish you guys could smell these because they smell amazing even though they're not cooked yet. So we are going to throw these in. The oven is ready. We're going to let these bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until they turn a nice golden brown. Next, we're making up just a simple little, almost kind of like a salad that we're going to be putting in our wraps. It's a chopped cucumber with tomato. We're using our Milanese gremolata infused olive oil. It's a mix of garlic, parsley, lemon, and just a hint of mint. So nice Mediterranean flavors. And just some salt and pepper. So you technically don't have to do this step, but we're going to do this just to get a little extra crispy on the outside. Slide these in here. More extra virgin olive oil. Oh yeah, that's a thing of beauty right there. So really we've had these on medium heat for really that just took about 10 seconds to get nice and brown. 10 to 15 seconds. If you want to add a little extra heat to yours like me, I love the harissa infused olive oil. It's a beautiful Moroccan style flavor. It's got cumin, caraway, coriander, and some chili peppers. Or if you want, you can cook these in a little bit of cilantro and onion infused olive oil from our store. Isn't that beautiful? I love it so much. And now to make our wrap. For this, we're also using some Turnip the Beet from Jelly Girls. It's a beautiful addition to this. It's great to have actually turnips because it is very, very traditional with things like shawarma and Mediterranean wraps. Falafel, the star of the show. All fit? Might not all fit. Anyway, that is still beautiful, I will say. Now I don't want to disturb that because that's probably going to be messy, but let's try one of these and see how they taste. Sorry, I just had a little moment there. But that on the inside is perfect. Perfectly soft with the crispiness on the outside, the harissa oil just adding that really nice kick to all the freshness that's there. Oh, man. This is going to be amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Now we're getting to the fresher ingredients. We did rinse and dry down a cup of parsley, not flat-leaf parsley. Still recording. Oops. Making a mess.